Welcome back one more time to another episode on newsportal and Laravel. As I said in my previous video, this will be the last video on the newsportal series and we'll be working on the backend authentication part today. But before that, please hit the like button and subscribe us to let us know you're here. Alright, so without wasting time, let's get started. Let's head straight to the backend in the browser. Here, what we need is the authentication to prevent unauthorized access to the backend so that the data are safe and nobody without permission would be able to make any changes. Isn't that right? So what can we do is add a login page in our project and make anybody who wants to access the backend templates must have the defined username and password to get through. Alright. You can create your own login and registration view files and methods and make the project behave as you like. But here, I'm going to use the Laravel authentication scaffolding. In the latest Laravel versions, you'll need to install the Laravel UI Composer package first, and then you can use the Auth command. Please go through your version's documentation for that. But for me, it's going to be quite easy. Let's have a look. Let's open the terminal. Go to your project directory through the commands. And all you need to do is hit php artisan make auth enter. And you'll see the authentication scaffolding generated successfully message. We can close the terminal now. If you check your project's view folder, you'll see a new folder named Auth added inside. Open it and you'll see the login and registration blade view files along with the password reset template. Go to the controllers folder inside the app folder and you'll see a new controller named as home controller added there too. Open it and you'll see a couple of methods already inside it and the code inside the magic method. This middleware auth is the one that restricts unauthorized access to the project. Place it in any method or controller and the methods won't work unless the session has the username values too. Got it? Let's create the construct method in admin controller and add this code then. You know the construct method runs every time any method from that controller is called, right? So call any method from this controller and that won't work unless the criteria in the construct method is met. And what we are adding here is the authentication in the construct method. It will redirect the user back to the login page if any method from this controller is called without the user is logged in. Alright, refresh the backend view in browser and you'll be redirected to the login page. Alright, type in any backend URL and again you'll be redirected to the login page. Let's make the login page look proper with the CSS. We can close the admin controller now, open the login blade, and here you can see the layouts app blade extended. Let's open that blade. The first thing I'd like to do is copy the meta CSRF token and paste it in backend master blade so that none of the form pages will be submitted unless the CSRF value in the meta key and the form input is matched. You can change the title to whatever you want. The default value will be Laravel. Let's change the title here too. Let's modify the CSS file location. Refresh the browser and you can see the login page looks nice here. Let's relocate the JS file too then. Refresh the browser and you're almost done. But we don't have any username or password in our database, right? Let's click on the register link and add one then. Click on register and you can see the success message. Let's set the username and password in home controller. That will make it easy to remember in the future. The link in the admin dashboard is not correct here. It will redirect us to the front end. Let's type admin in the URL and you can see the backend view is loaded. Now you'll only be able to access the backend if you have the username and password. Let's make the index method here redirect the user to admin URL after login. Let's log out first. We don't have the logout link added to our backend, so let's type it in the URL and you can see the route exception here, method not allowed. Let's add the logout method in home controller then. And all you need to do is add auth logout here. Let's try to log out via URL then. Well, you can still see the route exception error. Let's add the route in web.php file then. You can see the auth routes added here by the auth command in the terminal, but still the logout route is missing. Let's add that. Route get logout and the method will be home controller at logout. Refresh the browser. Here you get another error, that's the auth class is not found. Let's add use auth at the top of the home controller. and that will be done. Let's redirect the user to, let's say, Laravel News admin. Let's update that in web.php too. Let's update the index method too in the home controller. The view file will be back in index. Refresh the browser and you're successfully logged out. Check the URL and you'll notice it is redirected to login. Let's try to log in. And you can see the admin dashboard. And the URL is Laravel News admin as we defined recently. Keeping the admin URL unique is very important because you never want any unauthorized person to find out the admin URL and try accessing it, right? Let's rectify the dashboard link in the sidebar to them. That's in Backend Master Blade. Refresh the browser and click on the link. Well, that's working fine now. You have got the users link over here. You can add the links to register user and view all users here. Let's click on the active user. Well, you have got edit profile and logout link here. Let's click on the logout link. Here you can see the link is directed to logout.html. Let's fix it. Let's remove the edit profile link and update the logout URL. Refresh the browser. Now you can click on the logout link and you'll be logged out. Let's log in back again. I'd like to remove the users link from the sidebar. Refresh the browser and you're done. Let's log out again. And on the login page, you can see the register link that will allow anyone to register as backend user. Let's have a look. And you can see the new user is logged into the dashboard. We must restrict that, right? Well, I've updated the home controller index method to redirect instead of return view. Both will work the same. Let's go to app, http auth, register controller. And all you need to do is replace the get string with auth in the construct method. Now log out again. And try to click on the register link. And you can see that you'll get redirected to the login page. So now an user can only be registered if an authenticated user logs in first and then try to add a new user. Let's log in. And you can see the register blade. Let's update the admin dashboard link on the layout app blade too. Refresh the browser and you can go to the admin dashboard from here easily if you are logged in. Let's log out once again. Here I want to use the username instead of email address while logging in. For that, what you need to do is go to the login controller and follow the path to eliminate foundation auth authenticate users. You can see the full path under the definition here. Click on the path and that file will open. Look at the username method and return name instead of email. And you're done. Let's change the email to name in the login blade too. Let's change the label to username here. Refresh the browser and you can log in with the username instead of email. You can see how the error is displayed here. Now you can add short links on your dashboard index page to go to different sections easily. You can even add documentation to support the website owners if you like. I'll leave it up to you. Here I'd like to show the name of the user who's logged in and add the link to add new user here. Go to Backend Master Blade. Let's copy this link and modify it to add a user. The URL will be register. Let's say the text is add new user. Let's change the icon to. Let's display the username here instead of the text active user. That will be auth username. Refresh the browser and you can see the username displayed here. So the project news portal is wrapped up here. That's all for today. Please hit like if you found this tutorial useful and share your feelings about the series through the comments. Thanks for watching and please subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you.